Don't look now, everybody, but Alabama recruiting is starting to take off. The Crimson Tide have picked up two big recruits in the last couple of days, and they're finding themselves in the finals for some of the best players in the country. So we're going to talk about the two new players that have committed to Alabama and two other guys to keep an eye on. Thanks for hanging out with us right here on the Bama Tailgate YouTube channel. Like, subscribe, thumbs up. We're brought to you by Pearl River Resort over in Philadelphia, Mississippi. Roll Tide, everybody. Let's get this thing started. All right, Roll Tide. Mick Gillespie here at Broadcaster Mick on the socials. Let me pop. Look at that. Boom. There's my name. Oh, there it is. Mick Gillespie at Broadcaster Mick. All right. Thank you guys for being here today and hopefully ready for a great weekend. Bama hoops in action against Kentucky later. Roll Tide. But let's get into football because I know that's what you guys want to talk about. So Friday, it was Jamarion Matthews, four-star edge out of Harvest, Alabama, picking the Crimson Tide. 6'3", 250 pounds. This was a good pickup for Alabama, just to throw it out there. They love the interior guys. This is a pass rusher, can put pressure on the quarterback. It's someone that they were definitely looking at, trying to get. He actually is in Gainesville, Texas, Gainesville, Georgia now, home of the phenomenal AJ Styles, by the way, our friend. But anyway, but he's from, the North Alabama area, lifetime Alabama fan, and he picks Alabama over a bunch of other schools, which is pretty cool. I mean, Kalen DeBoer has not slowed down at all. And the staff has been working hard on the recruiting, so give the Crimson Tide a bunch of credit. Freddie Roach was instrumental in making the connection in Clemson, Florida State, LSU, Penn State, according to our friends at On 3, our buddy Andrew Bone, we're all in the mix. But coming the Alabama way, Jamarion Matthews, four-star On 3, Rivals, ESPN, 3-star, 24/7 Sports. He is coming to Tuscaloosa, and he'll be back to see Alabama later on this year. He'll be at, obviously some games. He'll take his official visits, but he is committed to the Crimson Tide. So he was at the game against Missouri last year. He went to the Iron Bowl, and he was there for Junior Day. And now he has become a member of the Alabama class. So he joins this guy. How about this? Chris Booker, a couple days ago. We just did a show on him. 6'4", 282 offensive lineman, 282-pound offensive lineman, four-star out of the Atlanta area, Hapeville. And this was someone, a four-star, according to On 3. Kind of under the radar. He was a guy that Coach Cap really liked. And so Bama picks up two four-star recruits this week. So they got three now in the class, as they, try to build it up. We still got a long way to go, but, excellent work for the staff. And I'm sure they're all really happy about that. Now, who could be next for Alabama? I'm not sure, but I'll tell you what, a guy that they would love to get, one of the top three players in the state of Alabama, is a guy that just said, hey, guess what? I got Alabama in my top 6. And this is a guy that we're keeping a close eye on, and that's Cedarian Morgan out of Alexander City, Benjamin Russell High School. A lot of people feel like he's going to end up at Auburn, but look, he's down to his final 6, Bama being one of them, Colorado, Clemson, Georgia, Florida, and Auburn. So he grew up an Alabama fan. He said he used to go with his family to watch the Tide. This is a player that you don't want to let slip to Auburn. These are the in-state battles that Alabama didn't do a great job of last year, and they're doing a better job of so far this year. You want to win those in-state guys against Auburn. This is a player that Auburn has targeted, but Alabama has as well. A lot of people feel it's a 2-team race, so we'll see what happens, but Bama makes the top 6. And Jamarcus Shepard, the wide receiver coach, this is a guy he's putting a lot of emphasis on. So probably the number 3 player in the state of Alabama and one of the top wide receivers in the country, 6'5", 200 pounds. He's ranked the number 3 wide receiver in the entire class. How about that? And he's got Alabama in his final 6. So still a long way to go, but good news for the Crimson Tide. And then a little bit further out, when you talk about recruiting, how about Sam Roseborough? This is a 4-star offensive lineman, big dude, 6'5", 295 out of Clearwater, Florida. I was just down in that area over the holidays. He's a top 45 recruit in the country in that 26 class, according to Hayes Fawcett and On3. He's down to his final 10. I mean, we got a long way to go, right? But the 10 list includes obviously Alabama, Penn State, Texas A&M, Michigan, Texas, Florida State, LSU, Ohio State, Georgia, and Florida Gators. So there you go. Final 10. Hey, it's always good. I love to see when Bama's in on the logo, right? Canon Pickett, another guy, down to 10 schools, a 6'5", 310-pound offensive lineman out of the Tampa area. Hey, he's got Bama in his final 10. So when you're in the final 10, I mean, that's still, an eternity in recruiting. But you know what? Hey, nothing wrong with having a top 3 offensive lineman, list Alabama and your top 10. And then one final guy, Jonaz Walton, who is a 4-star running back, and he's from Carrollton, Georgia, number 4 running back in the 26 class. He's to a final 10. And guess what? Alabama's in that group. So, you just go through and you see these guys. But Bama hoping to be able to make some headway in recruiting, and it feels like they are right on the verge of really building this class. And so after adding a couple of 4-stars, they feel really good about where things are, and we'll continue to cover that right here on the Bama Tailgate YouTube channel. All right, guys, thank you. A couple things I want to say. First, always thank you for being here and hanging out with us on the show. Second thing, though, is that you got to use the promo code to celebrate the Super Bowl champions, because we have a promo code that is really sweet. And it is for those of you guys that love Jalen Hurts or Devontae Smith or both of them, we got you covered. And the way that I say that is this right here. Look what I'm going to throw on the screen. And that is, boom, there it is. 25% off promotion using the promo code Bama Tailgate, newlifeart.com. So at newlifeart.com, you can pick up one of these 2 prints. They are both fantastic. I love both of them. You got that one right there. That's Jalen Hurts. That is Crimson Redemption. That is him filling in for Tua to run it in to beat Georgia for the SEC championship game. And then the other print, hey, look, there's Devontae Smith making that high point catch against LSU down on the Bayou in a blowout win over the Tigers. He won the Heisman, and that is the Heisman Heights print, Daniel Moore at newlifeart.com. So 25% off using our promo code Bama Tailgate. It's going to be 2 spots to do it. When you log on and you're looking in there and say, hey, how did you find it? Bama Tailgate. And then when you check out, you got to write Bama Tailgate in that promo code spot to get the 25% off. So we appreciate them for doing it. And I love both of those prints. Really look great in your man cave. And then finally, always presented by Pearl River Resort over in Philadelphia, Mississippi. They are the best place to go hang out. They've got the sports book at the Timeout Sports Lounge in Golden Moon Casino. You got all the games on in there. It's like going to Vegas. You can legally bet. They've got a window. They've got kiosks. They've even got the individual kiosk stations where you can kind of get in there and watch whatever you want to watch and make your bets in person. It's really fun, though. TVs, 20 games from all the major sports from around the country, or really the world now. And that's in Golden Moon Casino. Blue Oyster Cult. is going to be playing at Silver Star next month. I know some of you guys are going, I love that song, Godzilla. But how about the other song that they do, which is we're all going to remember? And that song is obviously Don't Fear the Reaper, which we love. And then for Mississippi State, you're friends with the Mississippi State crowd. You go over there, they got like Will Ferrell on there pretending he's in Blue Oyster Cult from SNL, and he's like beating the cowbell. Yeah, they're doing that for the Mississippi State fans, but you got to go check it out. Anyway, Dancing Rabbit Golf Course is part of Pearl River Resort, the Azaleas, the Oaks, 2 amazing courses that you can play. And you don't have to have a membership. It's the Augusta that you can play. But what great weather coming up. They're telling us it's going to be great weather coming up next week. So swing over there, play a little golf, hit the casinos, table games, and slots and all that. We appreciate them so much for being part of what we do right here on the channel. So roll tide, everybody. Thank you, and we'll do it again tomorrow.
To Pearl River Resort.